strap here. Again, gotta have a chest strap. Big difference in the Progress 3 is this protection here. This video is on the Advance Progress 3 reversible harness. All the things I like about it, and the one thing that was a bit disappointing. The Progress 2 from Advance that I flew for many years was a great harness. I started flying the Easiness 3 and now I'm back to the Progress 3. There are a few notable differences, or at least one, and that has to do with the lack of any straps on the outside of the rucksack. That's the one thing I really liked with the Progress 2. I could stuff a lot of clothes there, anything that was soft, easily foldable. But the Progress 3 does not have that. Little disappointing. It makes for a sleeker look, but something I would have liked. Not a deal breaker. But again, that's the biggest difference that I can take that was a little disappointing. Okay, on to the rest of it, which is all good. So this is the Advance Progress 3 reversible harness. Very similar to the Progress 2, but there really are some noticeable differences, or should I say notable differences. Here we are in the rucksack configuration. Really well padded arm straps, waist belt. It's got a little pocket here, expandable pocket, and also a zipper pocket. This is very similar to the Progress 2. Storage area, obviously put in anything you want here. I've got my helmet here. You also have, as in the Progress 2, and you have a little pocket in here and a little carrying handle. And you also have, as in the Progress 2, little netting here that you can put your helmet. Attaches Now I plan to fly this with my Epsilon 9 wing. It's a 26, and it should fit in here pretty well. When I do that, I'll have my helmet on here. Don't want to make it too tight in there. All right, so let's look at the harness configuration. All right, so just like the Progress 2 reversible harness, a couple of very notable differences. One is the split leg portion. Again, this is no seat board, it's split leg. I really like it. Maybe take a little bit to get used to if you're used to a seat board. I've flown paramotors with a split leg. My Progress 2 was a split leg. My Easiness 3 is a split leg. It's hard to say 3 times in a row. And I actually find it awkward when I get into a seat board. It's all what you get used to and what you like. I really like this arrangement. This is a little beefier and more padded. Really nice. Again, just a simple 2-buckle system. Just like the Progress 2, very straightforward. Carabiners. I like this buckle system versus what I have on the Easiness 3, which is that metal pass-through buckles. Works well, but I find this is just a whole lot easier, especially if you got heavy gloves on. So I really like this. So I'm happy to be back using this on this harness. And then you have your chest strap here. Again, gotta have a chest strap. Okay, very well padded. A lot of side support. Big difference in the Progress 3 is this protection here. This is actually a foam compressible protector. You can obviously get the air all the way out of it, get it compressed, but it fills up, I think, in about 20 seconds. So very different than the Progress 2, which had that air scoop protector, much like the Easiness 3. So this is going to give you a little more protection, especially, as I said in past videos, if you bounce a little bit. This is going to continue to give you some protection, though you'll get some compression every time you hit. And this is actually removable. I would not do that because one of the reasons I got this harness was for the more protection, more padding, a little bit more secure in the air. And for thermaling, I really like my Progress 2. The Easiness 3 is really nice, but when things get a little bit more dramatic, I really rather be in this harness here. For simple little hike and fly, light days at Torrey, I'll continue to use my Easiness 3 with the Pi2. But this is going to be with my Epsilon 9, which is, as I've said just a few times, is really one of my favorite wings of all time. Also have a speed bar system here. This is actually my foot strap here. This is actually made for a different speed bar, but I found that it works quite well. With this arrangement, there's actually a more flexible speed bar. This is the one that comes standard. But I've hooked this up, and I've also done a hang test. This works really well. So basically, my feet would rest here, and then I just bring this in, and there's my speed bar. So I'll try that in flight, make sure it works well. Torrey's always a great place to go, fly, nice steady day. No drama there unless it's really crowded. So I can land, take off, land, and make sure everything is set up right before I do a hike up to Little Black or some other thermaling spot. So overall, Progress 3 from Advance. One of my buddies said, "You really like Advance products," and I really do. Obviously, there's a lot of great equipment out there. But I found with Advance, I'm never disappointed. The quality is great. They've made this a little beefier, a little more protection while keeping the weight just about the same. Really comfortable. As you'll see in some of my videos, I was out kiting, and this is a great kiting harness. It gives me a kind of a real world feeling of how it's going to be to bring that wing up and take off, rather than just use a very simple kiting harness. I really like to kind of be in the equipment that I'm actually going to be using, especially when I'm first starting out with this harness. The Easiness 3, as I mentioned before, it's a great harness. The one thing I don't like is the buckle system. I just don't prefer it over this type of buckles. Also, kiting in a strong wind, it is a little bit more of a challenge. Really digs in to your crotch area. So great to kite in a moderate wind, but this is wonderful. Obviously our speed bar hookup here. Again, very padded. When you're flying, obviously a lot of storage area. Put everything you need in here. It does have a water bottle tube area here, so when you want to drink, you have that. A lot of areas, obviously, to customize how you want to feel, whether you want to be more reclined, more sitting up straight. A lot of adjustments for the harness, the shoulder straps, also the width of your split legs here. Usually I just keep it all the way out. It gives me the most motion. But that's it. The Advance Progress 3 reversible harness. This has been out probably for 3 years, I believe, so I imagine there'll be a new iteration coming out soon, but so far I did kite it. I love it. It's so comfortable, and the weight is distributed so well with this harness. It doesn't feel much heavier than my Easiness 3, though it is. All right, let's get to some flying now. With the Progress 3, there's definitely the feeling of being more mellow in a day that might be a little rough for the Easiness 3, but definitely more padded. You sit back in that seat, very comfortable, and everything kind of is mellowed out a bit. Also with the Epsilon 9 as opposed to the Pi 2, it just makes for a really enjoyable ride. So that's the Advance Progress 3 reversible harness. On the Progress 2, my wife thought I looked like a big yellow bumblebee. Now I look like I'm flying with a big butt. So there you go, image is everything. Thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, just let me know. See you in the next one.